Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here with a collective read. Let's find out what's going on in the collective. Look, I'm just going to call out the signs and symbols as you need to hear them or see them to know what's going down here. And you can tell me if this is your reading or not. Let's find out what's going on for the collective. Tell me about collective energies, please. It's the most important thing the collective needs to know. Ooh, the sun is here. Okay, breakthrough time, friends. Looks like there is a growth period here. So for some of you, this interpretation is growth. It feels like there's spiritual growth, physical, mental, maybe a growth in your health. It feels like there is some sort of a breakthrough. It's exciting news. It feels like it's exciting or fun. It feels very nurturing and refreshing. Tell me why the sun is here. We've got the Six of Wands. It does feel like somebody, like if you are somebody who is about to start out on a platform, like if you're about to join TikTok or join YouTube or something like that, I feel like you're going to get a lot of attention. So if that's what you have decided to do with your time and your energy, we have two cards of Leo here. Leo is the one that's always out front. That's the one that's not afraid to be the lead singer. The one that's not afraid to be on stage. The one who attracts a lot of attention. Because not only are they talented, but they're also somebody who is, they're quite good to look at, right? Leos are very beautiful, right? And so usually they have sort of a swagger about them too. And tell me about the Six of Wands here. So I feel like if you're about to go out on stage, be at the podium, to be a public speaker, something you're doing out in front of other people, it really is going to catch somebody's eye. We do have the Nine of Cups. Look, this is wish fulfillment stuff. This is something that's about to make you very, very happy. You're about to have a breakthrough, collective. A breakthrough, either for some of you, if this is a read about love for you, look, it could be many things to many people. It's a collective reading. If this is a reading about love for you, I feel like you're getting a lot of attention coming up very soon. And it feels like it's going to make you ecstatic. It feels like it's going to make you very, very happy and make you feel fulfilled. Make you feel fulfilled not only on the outside, but also on the inside. We do have the Three of Swords here. And I was about to ask about the sun here. Tell me about the sun. We've got the Three of Swords. We've got the Queen of Swords. And we've got the Four of Wands. Somebody is about to tell the truth, and the truth is going to set somebody free. The truth shall set you free, my friend. It feels like it's setting you free. It feels like it's the Queen of Swords is the one who is just saying things as they are. Right? The Queen of Swords is the one who's being honest and truthful. She has boundaries, right? I say she because there's a woman on the card, but please know we're not reading body parts. We're reading feminine and masculine energies here. It feels like whatever this person says, the Queen of Swords is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Whatever this person is about to say takes you from the Three of Swords to the Four of Wands. It brings you into this place of excitement and happiness and stability. It feels like somebody is about to say something that is going to help you get unstuck. It feels like somebody here may have been stuck in the Three of Swords, but when the sun came out and you could see it for what it was, it feels like we go into this place of the Queen of Swords, which is this place of liberating yourself from the Three of Swords. So it feels like someone is liberating themselves from sadness because of happiness. It's like the happiness or the sun is like the breakthrough that's on the Three of Swords, and now you understand why it was time for you to let go. It feels like whatever it is going to make you very happy. Tell me about the Nine of Cups here. We've got the Star, we've got the Chariot, and we've got the Seven of Cups. Okay. So it does feel like there is somebody here who's about to get a lot of attention. It's going to make you very happy. It feels like there is somebody here, the Queen of Swords, who's going to be very honest with you. It feels like it's going to make you kind of celebratory. It's going to be celebratory because I feel like it's going to liberate you from your Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords could be that I wasn't getting attention. I wasn't getting enough views. I wasn't getting whatever it is. It feels like that you're about to get whatever it is that you've been asking for because the Star is here. The Star is saying you're about to get some sort of wish fulfillment, and it's hanging on to the Nine of Cups, which is inward happiness, not only external happiness, but it feels like there is a choice that you're going to have to make here. It feels like you're going to have to juggle a lot of things, I'm going to say, with the Seven of Cups. We have someone here who's trying to make a decision. It's going to be hard to make a decision because I feel like you are going to have a lot of choices to make, but I feel like the choices are going to have to be made like the Queen of Swords, because this is a very emotional energy. I feel like somebody here is trying to teach you how to be the Queen of Swords so you can make some decisions that are not so emotional. The Chariot is here. I feel like you're not used to making emotional decisions. It feels like you're trying to keep your balance or stay sturdy. It feels like you're going to be asked to make decisions possibly about your career. Look, I don't see any pentacles, but I see somebody standing out on stage. So it feels like maybe it's not a career. Maybe somebody asked you to speak on a certain thing that you're familiar with. But it feels like you're going to have to make a series of decisions very quickly. And it feels like this is something you've always wanted, but it also feels like it's something very confusing and overwhelming. And now I got to make all these decisions, and I didn't think it was going to be this hard. I thought they were just going to say, hey, show up at the podium and speak for us, please. But now you know that travel might be involved. We might have to make travel plans. You might have to find hotels. It feels like there could be an expense involved. I'm sure we're going to see some pentacles here somewhere. Tell me about this. We've got the Two of Wands, so look at that, right? Center of the read, Two of Wands. So I feel like it's a go. I'm going to say this person's already got their hand on the second wand, and it feels like you're ready to go. We've got the globe here, and we've also got this little van here. It tells me that you might be going on some sort of an adventure. When you said yes to whatever you said yes to, it made you super happy, but I don't think that you understood the logistics of what needs to go down before things are gonna work out. I feel like there's a lot of decisions you're going to have to make. You're going to have to make them on the fly, collective. And I don't know. We've got the Queen of Swords here. This Queen of Swords is somebody who's liberated, but look, isn't very flexible. This is someone who's going to try and keep balance at any cost. And it feels like there's the Queen of Swords holds a sword, and then there's Three of Swords. It feels like you need balance of the mind. It feels like you answer yes without knowing the terms of the contract, and then all of a sudden all this stuff comes flooding in. Like, and now you got to make decisions about flights and about where I have to go. Maybe you don't have a passport yet. Like, it feels like there's a lot of things that move very quickly with the Chariot energy that we're hiding under the surface. Cancer energy, right? Under the surface. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of decisions that you have to make, a lot of things you need to take actions on. And it does feel like it's going to be a bit of an adventure that you were not counting on, is what it feels like here. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Tell me about the Two of Wands, please. What actions need to be taken here? We've got the Six of Pentacles, we've got the Three of Pentacles, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So I was saying that the Pentacles are ready to show up. There we go. We've got the Tower. It feels like the Pentacles are ready to show up. So 6, 9, 10. 10 Pentacles. Look, it feels like a really good opportunity. But it feels also like you feel like you've got a little bit of imposter syndrome at this point. I feel like whatever it is that they're asking you to do is something that you are very familiar with. It's something that makes you happy, something that you've done before. Now, it could be on a stage, at a podium. Maybe someone's asking you to show up and talk on something, speak on something. And though I think you've done that before, I think this time it's different because I feel like a lot of money is involved. It feels like you're going to be a teacher. Teach some people some things, right? It feels like people look up to you here. It feels like people will look up to you possibly, and that you are going to build something, or maybe show them how to build something. Maybe their self-esteem, right? Pentacles are about the self. It's about the 3D. And so the Tower is here. It feels like there is you're sort of between this Ace of Cups Tower energy. It's like freaking you out, but it's like everything I've ever wanted. It's something that I've always wanted in the heart space. And now that I've got the opportunity, I've got to do it. So the Ace of Pentacles is here. This is the door that opens to something that ends up going from the Ace of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles really quickly. Now, what am I talking about? Well, tell me what your perception is, because that's what tarot is about when it's a general reading. Is this love? We've got some cups here. We've got Cancer energy here. We've got Pentacles. Is it about something that has to do with a job, possibly for some of you? We do have this Queen of Swords, who is Libra, who is highly intelligent, someone who likes to stay in balance, but also someone who speaks the truth. Are you a lawyer? Are you somebody who wants to be a lawyer, or you want to speak on something very clearly, honestly, and truthfully, and you're being asked to do it on stage? And yes is the answer, but you didn't count on all of this. It's all causing a tower for you, is what it feels like. There is a big shift here that is exciting, but terrifying. Like, it feels super terrifying to you. And because you're going to have to make a lot of decisions that you weren't planning on making. But look, it feels like this is something that already has been rooting. Like, it feels like you've been working toward this for a while, and that they see you as somebody who is cooperative and collaborative. They see you as somebody who's a team player, a community person, or a network person. They are willing to give you a lot of reciprocal energy. Like, they're going to help you along the way, but you're going to have to be the one who takes the action to make all of these plans. And I think it throws your life into some sort of really overwhelmingly emotional energy, is what it feels like. We got the World card. Look, it's the beginning of something. When the World card shows up, it's because you've accomplished something. This is a milestone. Collective, you've hit some sort of milestone that is super exciting for you. But I think that right now you're weighed down with all the details, the analytics. What's it going to cost me? I didn't realize I was going to have to I was going to have to put out a bunch of money on flights, on hotels, on passports. It feels like this World card here is an accomplishment. Things are coming together, but I feel like it's at a place where it's making you a little bit nervous. Tell me what comes after the World card here. What is this accomplishment? We do have the Five of Swords. You might be someone who debates. You might be a debater. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. Hang on. Just threw a bunch of cards over my shoulder. There we go. Got the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, you go from waiting to the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you've been waiting for this opportunity for a really long time, and I don't think that you thought that it would show up. And when it did, I don't think that you thought that it would be a demand, like an immediate demand, like go, 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 go. We need you here tomorrow. Like, it feels like it's really quickly, very demanding. And it does feel like it's something that you've been waiting on, hoping for, thinking this is never going to be mine. They're never going to pick me out of all of the people. Look, maybe you're giving a talk. Maybe it's a TED Talk. It feels like they're going to pick you, but then everything's going to move really quickly. This is going to turn into something that pays out big time. It's a seed you're planting. So you've planted some sort of seed. Someone's coming to you with an opportunity, and you're going to have to give them an immediate yes or no. The Five of Cups is here. The Knight of Cups is here. And the Death card. Wowzers. Oh boy. For some of you, you're going to have to end a relationship to do it. Somebody might say to you, look, if you go, then you're not coming back to me. And so you might have to make a decision. The Five of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Death card. You might have to make some sort of decision that's going to change everything. But listen, it's going to change you financially. It's going to change you in terms of the seeds that you've been planting for probably maybe 10 years, possibly. You've been planting seeds all over the place. And now you finally got this milestone break. And somebody, Knight of Cups energy here, might say, look, if you're going to go, then you're not coming back to me. And I think you're going to have to make some sort of really big decision about what to do next. What is the collective going to do next here? First of all, I think we're supposed to talk about this Knight of Cups. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. Why is this Knight of Cups being this way? the Moon, the King of Wands, because they felt like they had control over you. Collective, they felt like you would do whatever they said when they said for you to do it. No questions asked with the Eight of Swords. The King of Wands is somebody who demands attention. This one demands passion, demands attention. This one is somebody who is the master of their domain. So the Moon energy is here. And now the King of Wands doesn't know what is going on. Things are not as they seem. Now for the first time, the King of Wands is no longer the big deal, collective. You are the big deal. And so this person, I feel, is not happy with you making this decision to go. This could be a brother, a sister, a mother, a father. It could be anybody, but they could be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. They don't have to be, but we do have that energy here. We also have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. We got Leo here, Libra here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. It feels like somebody here thought that they had control over you because they were the biggest deal. They were somebody who is the biggest deal in your life. And I feel like this person is no longer a big deal because now you've got an opportunity to catch the spotlight. And I don't know if I've ever met a Leo who wouldn't take the spotlight. I'm just saying. Okay, now you can tell me what is coming up next here. Because it feels like you're making all these plans and this person's not happy with you. What comes after that? Comes after you tell this person, look, well, if you're not going to be here to get back, for me to come back to, then maybe I won't come back. We've got the Nine of Swords. Yeah, this puts you in a place of shock. It does put you in a place of surprise or shock here with the Magician. This person starts bargaining with you. The Magician is here with the Page of Cups. This person starts bargaining with you about, well, I guess you don't really love me. I guess you really just have these, little bits of feelings here. It feels like that. I feel like it's a bit shocking or a bit surprising with the Nine of Swords here that this person would sort of use that tactic to keep you back. Now, I don't know who that person is for you, but it feels like somebody here is going to try and hold you back from this opportunity. It does feel like it's a really big opportunity that will push you forward in your career. Look, this could be your work is asking you to get on a plane and open this next center across the country or across the state. And I feel like somebody here is not happy that you are stepping into your leadership because they are usually the leader. What happens from here? This person, I feel, with the Magician and the Page of Cups is telling me that this person is like, well, I guess you don't really have feelings for me then if you're just going to run off and do whatever these people want you to do for them. Tell me more. Devil. Very interesting. The Six of Swords. Someone is going to try and hold you back. It does feel like someone's going to try and hold you back because they see that you are in the midst of transition. You are moving into a place in your life where you have a lot of clarity, where people value the thoughts, the things that you think, the clarity you have, the smarts that you have. I feel like with the Queen of Swords showing up in the Ace of Swords, that you're very smart. And they value that. I really do feel that the Magician with the Devil here is never good news for me when those two characters show up together. To me, it's somebody who's trying to manipulate you through toxicity, trying to hold you back through attachment. And it feels like this person knows that you're in transition, knows that somebody feels that you are intelligent, that you are going to get the spotlight here. Look, we have 6 and 1 is 7. We have 7 swords here with the Devil and the Magician. Brah. I'm just going to say, this person is going to pull out every single thing they have to hold you back. And whether you go or whether you don't is completely up to you. But I feel like this is like an opportunity of a lifetime in terms of your career or in terms of your life. Tell me what the outcome is here, please. For the collective, tell me what the outcome is. We have the Seven of Wands, we have the King of Swords, and we have the Two of Cups. We have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Wands. I really feel like this is somebody who is a soulmate for you, but I feel like you're going to use the King of Swords energy here. I feel like you're going to just be honest and truthful and give the facts. Look, I am in love with you. I do love you. I do want to stay with you, but I can't give up this opportunity in order to stay with you, to hold back. I can't hold back my whole life because you are used to getting the spotlight, and now you're not getting the spotlight any longer. The Six of Cups is here. You could be with this person for a long time, or maybe they're a brother or a sister or a parent of yours. This is something this person has done before. Every time something comes up that you want to do for you, this person's like, no, 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 no. That's not what you signed up for. You signed up to stay here with us, the family. It feels like somebody here is trying to talk you out of it. When you signed up to be my wife, when you signed up to be my husband, then you decided that you were giving up all of your opportunities. Well, I think that you see an opportunity that's too good to give up. And the Wheel of Fortune is here. You know what I say about trying to fight the Wheel of Fortune. This is your destiny. Change is here. And if you try and fight the Wheel of Fortune, it's going to make you uncomfortable in your body. Look, if this person really loved you and wanted to see you do well, they would go with you. Or they would say, you need to go do that opportunity. Like, I feel like there's someone here who's really holding you back, who is in their head about what will happen when you get to your destination. This is somebody here that you are very acquainted with. They could be a best friend, but they could be a member of your family, but they could be a lover. It feels like somebody here is like using their using emotions to keep you back from whatever it is that you want. And I feel like you'll be unhappy if you allow it to happen. So the Wheel of Fortune is here. And I feel like you're feeling uncomfortable in your body if you're trying to fight the wheel, because destiny is here, my friend. Your new cycle is here, and it's time to press forward. But I feel like there is somebody here that doesn't really want you to do that. I feel like you are going to be in this King of Swords, Seven of Wands energy. I think you're going to stand up for yourself. And I think you're going to say, look, I have to make this decision. And I will be back. And if you're not here when I get back, then it is what it is, right? You've got to move forward. The Wheel of Fortune is taking you. This is, this is the time. This is when you're ready. This is what goes around comes around, right? This is a cycle, and it's all turning forward. So it's up to you, whatever you do. But just know that there are consequences to every action. There is a reaction, whether it's good or bad, right? Always, always. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you, collective. I'm going to go, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Thanks for showing up. Bye-bye.